Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us, and a happy Friday to you all. We are here for the Sorare deadline shows. We're on the cusp of game week 59. It is battle stations. So many of you guys out there are on streak 3, 4, 5, or 4. I don't know if you can be on 5, can't you? But you've got all that stuff to chase down this weekend. I am Quinny, of course. I'm joined as ever by my co-pilot, Harry. Harry Trades is on this side. Harry, good to see you, my man.
Great to see you, mate. Yeah, big streak week, mate. To be fair, this is the first week I've had maybe all season where I've had like a couple of threes. I haven't got any fours, but just like I'm on 3 threes this weekend. So, yeah, not really had the minerals to sort of be able to kick on from anything more than that this season so far. But it's been enjoyable, and yeah, we've got a massive week ahead. Great to be back with you, mate. And yeah, good afternoon or good morning to the old chat.
Any Mr. Midweek for you, Harry boy?
No, mate, no. I a tiny bit, like 400 essence or something. Had some massive scores. Like both my forwards scored. Oriano, I don't know if you got an Oriano. He scored 100 in Mexico. So I had him. I had two McGregors in both teams. I had a few good scores. My defenders, my goalkeepers were the big letdowns just from memory. Yeah, I had some good. Yeah, I had like Sobosai captain. I kind of did a few things right, to be honest. But yeah, my defense and goalies just really let me down. Navas scored some AA. Kayla Navas, but yeah, it was a bit brutal. But yeah, a little bit of no relegations. Socix is on a 4 and yeah, challenge is brutal this weekend. We'll get into it, but
There's a
yeah,
wee
no
bit of
Mr.
challenger
Midweek for
skipping this
me.
week. There's a few people doing that. There's a few
Yeah,
the table clashes around, isn't there?
I thought about it to be fair, but I'm only on 3, so I'm like, surely I can squeeze one out like a 440 somewhere. I don't know. It is risky. Like I probably should just wait if I'm being really honest with myself, but I can't. I'm a DJ.
Yeah. I think on that note, it's probably appropriate we have a wee look at who will be the movers and shakers coming into the weekend, because there's lots of streaks everywhere. Like you say, Harry Boy, Challenger is a hot topic right now. And yeah, I don't really see much Challenger there, actually.
No, I mean, to no surprise, I guess, because yeah, it is a really sort of evenly balanced weekend challenger, like we've just sort of pointed out. This is not it's not a sort of cliche weekend, is it? As far as matchup tabs go, I wouldn't say, or a standard weekend. I know there's some big teams up there, but like Juve being really high, Derby, the Sheffield Wednesday standard top 10. But mate, I'm sure they drew with United last week, Sheffield United. There was like some weird result where like it wasn't that good at all. Toluca
Nice.
up there, FC Sion, like Venezia. This is not like this is not what you want to see when you're streaking like a couple of different streaks. This is the last thing you really want to see. Now, of course, if you're Bayern Munich and in the Bundesliga, it's probably something to look forward to. It is a Friday night game though. I think a lot of the
Okay.
bigger teams, yeah, a lot of the big game teams play this Friday. Like PSG played tonight. Bayern, there's a couple others, but yeah, Lons up there as well probably helps PSG. So it could be a Ligue 1 Bundesliga streak heavy this weekend. NEC's up there. We've got PSV at home to AZ, which is not like a gimme, but it's
Yeah.
fine. AZ are decent. Like NEC Volendam just beat PSV again, not a gimme. NEC just beat PSV in the cup, so little round robin there. And you got LAFC nearly in the top 10, which is a bit mad for MLS as we kind of know, although we're really sort of early in the season. Hanover in there for the contender boys, Shanghai Shenhua, Spartak. Obviously we got Russia back, but yeah, mate, it's kind of a bleak week if I'm being honest. Like if we're talking known in season name teams, it's not the week you want to have three level 3 streaks. I wouldn't say to be honest.
Yeah, not a lot of obvious wins there. Even when you're looking at NEC, if you're on a big Eredivisie streak, are you really running into that?
Well, I'm a good person to ask to be honest, because I do have NEC, I have a bit of PSV. Fine order away to like Breda. Like there's a few things that you go, okay, like my Eredivisie stuff looks better than my Challenger stuff by a mile. Challengers, like everyone's playing everyone, like of the
Mm.
the big boys. So yeah, no, I'm not sort of scared of the Eredivisie thing more so than the Challengers, the one where it's like, yeah, I probably should sit it out if I'm being honest. Um, yeah, could
Bayern
be, mate.
Friday
Could
could be.
be.
Could be.
Well, it could be a PSG Friday night curse. It could be a Bayern Friday night. There's a couple of teams playing tonight.
I did see company comments the other day that Neuer will play and Kane
Mm,
and one or two others. There was like 4 names in the list, but Kane and 2 other guys won't play. So yeah, maybe that's a wee bit Foreshadow, perhaps.
100%.
Or yeah, we're saying that before coming on. Tell us some
I
passion.
think I think it just changed, Gareth, the last 30 minutes or so. It looks like Sillison sort of nailed, but yeah, you're right. It was dodgy up until then, I guess. Still could be dodgy, but less dodgy
Yeah,
than it
put the
was
words right in my
like
mouth
30
on
minutes
that
ago.
one.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Weird week. I know your boys Fenerbahce are pretty high up there, to be fair, but like Edison didn't travel midweek. I don't know if you saw that. He didn't
Yeah,
go to the cup game. Neither did Asensio, which affects me a little bit as well. I had him in one of my better challenger teams. So yeah, it's a bit of a shit show. But we do have late deadline, I think, for a lot. Like challengers late deadline, I could be right in
oh,
saying. Yeah, Eredivisie isn't, but I'm almost certain challenger is.
yeah. Challenger is late deadline,
Yeah, so baby trades.
as is champion. Yeah, they're a bit later today.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. Gives us a bit of breathing space. That's cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
Fenerbahce
mind
look
that.
all right. Samson Spor, but they're quite high in the Conference League. They're still in the knockout rounds,
Oh yeah, yeah.
quarterfinals or something. You know, they're not
Oh,
bad.
it's Holzer and
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah, so they're not again. It's not a pushover match, but they are at home. And as you say, with some of the rotations and whatnot, yeah, the defense still no screenier. I think that's a good game, but yeah, could you go after like a big streak with Fener? I wouldn't rule it out, but I don't know if I would be
Yeah,
super confident.
yeah, I wouldn't rule it out, but yeah, it's not. It doesn't. Not that any of the streaks are gimmies, as we all know, but yeah, yeah, I got hit 440 for the midweek. Yeah, I don't know. It won't be easy. It really won't be easy. Oh, baby trade just stole Charizard. Amazing. Um, nice get there. But yeah, what should we do, Quinny? Where should we start? Should we go? Should we just do Belgium Eredivisie to kick us off and see where we sort of end up after that?
Yeah, I quite liked last week. We started with the single leagues, didn't we? Just to kind of rattle through
Yeah,
them, and
yeah, we
then we
did.
can just globetrot a little bit. Not really mentioned Belgium. None of those games really appeared quite high in the
No,
tab.
I was just thinking. I think Club Bruges play like Anderlecht. If we'll get into it in a minute. Yeah, there's nothing too crazy. I don't think in Belgium. I'm just trying to think. Genk, sorry, are away to USG. There's oh Gent are at home, but yeah, no, nothing too crazy to be fair. You trying to steal Harry Wilson? No, he's not yours. No, no.
He's after his inheritance already.
He's after my parallel Wilson over there.
The next Pikachu illustrator, someone told
Let
me.
me see. Let me see if you can have these. Let's see if these are good cards or bad cards. Ooh, there's a Gavi in there. He's back fit now.
Ooh,
Do you want Gavi? You can have Gavi. That's Oh, Juan Garcia, last man tackle merchant. You can have him.
there you go.
He's going
Everyone's
to be a
happy.
goalie. I think he might be a goalie, to be fair, if he grows a
Ooh,
bit. Well, he just picks the ball up all the time. He's not really kicking it as much as he used to. He used to be a kicker, but now he's a ball grabber. I know that sounds a bit crazy, but yeah, I don't know. Rolls it out and distribution looks good, so it's a good start. But he's not
the way my
like
kid
the
used to
final
fall down
product.
and cry, I was convinced he was going to be like a Neymar type. You know, like
A faker.
yeah. Whenever they two fight, honestly, I think if you could just bring that into the pitch, you'd win a lot of
If
free
you could.
picks.
Oh, you like Juan Garcia, don't you? He's shiny. What we got? Leuven versus Westerlo. Pierford's been scoring really well for them. Don't think I can say anything else about anyone else, but I think Leuven have kind of turned the corner a little bit. Obviously, no Tobelason in goal, which is a bit of a killer. But USG and Club Bruges are above 60%ers for the week. But they play Genk, who are obviously a decent team.
Yeah.
Just seeing there, where's Hayden suspended for yeah, Zorgan hasn't really kicked on, has he? It's weird.
Nah. Big expectations for that move after such a
Yeah.
good year at Charleroi. But again, I think some people were cautious about it, you know, because
Yeah, I
he is
was
a different type of player to even your Teddies. And who even was he directly replacing? Because USG just lost somebody good. I think he was coming
they
in
lost
for.
Puertas, but he was more of a 10 maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. I just had a feeling he was replacing somebody. Maybe even been
Trying to,
Puertas, maybe just as like
yeah.
playmaker. Although they're different guys, obviously. But
I tell you who's catching a few transfer links is this Khalili kid.
oh, okay,
Benfica are like really interested in him. It's like a wing back lad, I think.
nice.
Yeah, one to keep an eye on. Van Hoot, that was a great shout, lads. It was Charles Van Hoot, the one who went to Nice. He hasn't done
Yeah,
anything either, their mind. Not that that's an easy thing to do, but
yeah.
Antwerp away to
Belgium
the
at France is
Louvier.
like it either works or it may sound like a stupid statement, but like some guys like go from Belgium to France and kill it, and
Yeah,
some
so
just don't.
100%.
Like
What's
Jonathan
wrong?
David, Victor Osman is probably the best examples. There's a few others, I'm sure.
Yeah, I feel like nines can work, but like midfielders just seem a little bit of a grey area.
Yeah,
Like if you've just like that Promise David, I think he's injured now, but had he, he'd been ripping it up. I bet you if he went to Liga and he'd probably have done half decent and then, got some sort of prem move or whatever.
Terry Moffey was Belgium to France, wasn't he? No, Moffey.
He, yeah, Mofi went. Who was he originally at? Was it Nice? Nah. Oh yeah, maybe it was. Or was it like
Was he a nice
Lorient
then?
or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I've just got. I don't know. I had the feeling he was like maybe like Genk or something like that.
Originally, yeah. I'm trying to think who he played for in France though. Was it? I know he plays for Nice.
Oh
Well,
yeah, I think it was like Lorient. It was like the first one, maybe something like
something like
that.
that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like one
Mofi
of
was
the
at
kind of
Nice.
middling
Yeah,
teams, and then get kind of brought up the food chain.
Don Q
Jun-
said PSG. Sorry,
I was gonna say
interested in
Junior
that.
Ito.
Yeah, Ito, Osherman. Yeah, Quinny said him. Um, yeah, that's the old Belgium. And then we enter the Eredivisie. I'm back on a decent streak 3. But all the big teams are kind of pooping their pants a little bit right now. Everyone's sort of beating everyone, and everyone's sort of got a bit of a chance. After I dumped my unique Leo Gramil, it looks like he's back from nowhere. Sounded like he was out for 3 months, and now he's fucking 90% on, which is amazing to see.
Typical. It's probably the
Unbelievable,
strongest
honestly.
Feyenoord I've looked in a wee while in terms of a starting 11. Moder, Wang in the bum.
Yeah, it's just not firing right now. Juan in the Bum didn't start last week, weirdly. They lost to 20. 20 are probably the most informed team. And they were like the worst team for a long time as well, out of like the top, let's just call it 6.
Hmm.
They've really kicked on recently. Not even just because they beat Feyenoord last week. But yeah, Ueda, I mean, I've got his L50, L10 is like 39, I think it is. Don't think there's a goal in
Yeah.
the little image, or the DA. Jordan Boss back to left back helps. He's been playing like left wing because they have him. I think it's Leo Sua or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Where yeah, he's been out and whatever. So yeah, it's not vintage, but I mean on paper they do have players. It's just not happening. Not happening. And
That Leo Sawyer you mentioned, he was on loan at Breda last season. If he was to play,
yeah,
maybe a wee Harry Trades
little old
element in
man.
that.
Yeah, don't mind that.
This is the
Don't
big
mind that
one.
at all. This
This
is
is
the
the big
bigger one.
favourite.
Yeah, yeah. NEC at home to Volendam. Again, though, NEC just played midweek, so they'll be buzzing because they just beat PSV. But yeah, the Sillerson situation, Kretas is out, Sillerson in goal, so no worries about that. It doesn't seem, right now. Everyone
The
else is
defence is
pretty
good looking.
nailed. Yeah, I've got Kaplan right. Ever since I bought him, I swear he has not put up a 60 at all.
Uh,
It's weird. I don't know whether because he plays in the middle. I don't know what the actual issue is, but he really just can't score well. Now, granted, they concede every game like that. There's like this really good Twitter account, and they've called it like the NEC like table, where they basically just put all the best teams in every league that just love attacking football, and NEC just rank as high as possible on there.
oh,
And
well,
like there's loads of teams on there obviously, but they're like one of the highest ranked teams as far as like like they just want to go for it every game type of thing, and no matter how many go basically like an Ange ball type of system where
yeah, yeah.
they're happy to concede 2 or 3, but they will score 4 or 5. So yeah, that from from an attacking perspective, it's nice to have a couple of these lads in there. But yeah, the defense is a bit questionable.
Fair enough. Brian Pereira, he's not always been a defender, has he?
I don't know. Yeah, midfielder maybe. Probably got midfielder
Yeah.
cards, I'd say, somewhere. They've got Ellie Dasser as well, who came in.
He scored all right once or
Yeah,
twice.
on paper it looks great. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the clean sheet. Um, but yeah, 20 away to the go-aheads. Go-aheads have kind of turned it around recently. Looked a little bit better. Crammer went off injured last game. He's at 60 here. Yeah, question mark. I'm not risking mine. Nothing's been changed, I don't think, for a few days. So yeah, no updates there. But yeah, Mella, Brium, everything else kind of looks pretty standard. Then the 20 boys. Van Roo just found his scoring boots again, big time. He's like peaking, and he went through a really dull patch where like he just couldn't. I don't know, nothing was happening for him score wise, but looks a lot better this time round.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, 20 is a sneaky one there. I don't really have many 20 in season plays, if any, actually. So yeah, I'm a bit limited in what I can use with them. But yeah, moving on to Groningen versus Ajax. Sadly, Groningen's best player, Ressing, just did his ACL last game.
Oh,
Yeah, my boy, 5%
gutted.
collection. He scored 85 as well, by the way, Quinny. So he had a
He
nice
was the
send
bang.
off. Yeah, he went out with a bang, but gutted. So both their best players, Yunus Taha, who's on a nice little DA.
Yeah, he was killing.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty well. He's not in, and obviously yeah, resting couch. So and they're playing Ajax. So like it
Mm,
seems like a perfect storm to maybe, something to go wrong here. Not that many things have been going right for them recently. They've kind of gone off the boil, sadly, Groningen. But yeah, but Ajax aren't, they're not unstoppable.
sure. Big blow for Groningen, but
Yeah,
double blow.
massive. Rude saying Herenveen all the way this week. Yeah, they're playing. We'll get to them. Maybe they could be next, but they are against my Excelsior boys. But first, we'll go to PSV AZ. PSV lost midweek, like I mentioned. So apparently, there's a few little question marks over like Perisic and Man. Two other
Mm,
wingers, Driouech and that Bosnia lad. I'm not going to try and pronounce that name, but he's sharp to be fair. So he could play. Pepe looks to maybe get the nod over Bodu. The spine looks pretty sort of solidified, and then yeah, Des going left back. Maro Junior's out for a few weeks. That's also killed me to be fair. Um, yeah, brutal.
I think Destin left back maybe where his cheat code.
He
Because
probably
he's
could
right
be
footed.
fine. Yeah, yeah, he could be
'Cause-
fine. I just mean
right?
like losing Maro was just a killer for me.
Yeah.
Salah might be back, who is a left back, so maybe if he is back, Dest will definitely play right back if that's the case.
Okay.
So keep an eye on that. But yeah, Sildilia is a right back for sure. Yeah, not vintage. I wouldn't be backing any clean sheets or anything. But again, they're just similar to NEC. Like you just got to bank on the forwards kind of doing the business for you, and get your clean sheet elsewhere. Ooh,
Watch
yeah,
out,
I'm not
Barkley.
surprised about that. Yeah, not surprised. Fortuna, a Hatron scored a hundred last week. Quinn, I don't know whether you
Oh, I
caught
didn't
that
know
one.
that.
Yeah, yeah, the
Nice.
game and a half. Who did he play against? He played against one of my teams, which was just great. I can't remember who it was, but he just battered him. He got like three DAs or two DAs. Had a really good game.
Against Telstar.
Yeah, it's definitely a fixture. I'm sad that I don't really have or haven't really bought into any Fortuna in seasons. But yeah, this Lance kid can get some AA. I do have this guy's super rare, so yeah, he scores a few goals. But Hatton's probably the one you'd want to be in on. But I tell you what, Telstar are sneaky, mate. They're really weird. Like this
Right.
Jeff lad, left back, he just scores mega well. This kid scores pretty well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
they've
does,
got a
doesn't
few
he?
sneaky
Crazy name,
ones.
that guy, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got a mad name. He scored like 95 or something last week. They're yeah, they're pretty good. Well, we've got a Bayrak Terovic or whatever his name is.
Bayrak Tarovic. Bayrak
Tarovic, yeah, yeah.
Tarovic.
Bayrak Tarovic. Nice.
That's easy. Cheers.
Thank you for that. Sometimes you just need a helping hand, Quinny.
That's it.
To be fair, I haven't really mentioned it, but yeah, Sparta actually have a really good game on paper, home to Wall. Bit of
Yeah.
a goalie situation, maybe. De Graaf, is he getting questionable sick on Wednesday? Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, I do like Sparta. Mitchell van Bergen's decent. Lauritsen obviously scores goals. Big BMI. Clement scores pretty well. Kitolano does. Yeah, I don't mind Sparta. They're interesting.
Yeah,
Sure, this lad had some big sort of link. I don't know much about him, but I'm sure he's got a bit
rated.
about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Santos lad. Yeah, I do like the Sparta stuff. Obviously, what you don't like Sparta?
There's a
Okay,
Santos guy at Sporting that's been on the timeline a bit. I think his name's Alison
San.
Santos.
Okay, yeah, that rings a bell.
Maybe this guy, but I don't know. That's another Santos I've seen on the timeline. And we've got Heracles Utrecht, which I don't know. Both these teams are kind of all right for a wee budget stack once in a while, aren't they? Up against each other though.
This is tonight as well, Quinny. May I add?
Ooh.
Yeah. So the curse might come for you. Nasi
Alarcon,
Univar.
he was all right. He's
Yeah,
in
was
La
he like
Liga,
a
wasn't he?
La Liga 2, Liga 1 maybe?
Yeah, I think he's all right.
Yeah, they're good. This Ezekiel scores really well. Obviously, Sofian. Nasi Univar, I'm pretty sure went on loan to Utrecht, so it could be a little yeah, a little
Wee
ex-club
revenge.
there. I know he's from Twente, or he's originally from Ajax, but he had a few loans. Yeah, but that's tonight. Utrecht probably edged that, and then the Excelsior boys are at home to Herenveen, who they beat somebody last week. They scored pretty well. Trent Scow got like an 80, a couple of nice scores. Yeah, I mean I'm not confident on the Excelsior lad, sadly ever, obviously, but yeah, Herenveen have a lot of firepower. So yeah, I'm really not confident if I'm being honest on the old clean sheet here. But you never
Yeah,
know.
that's where he's from. He's from Porto.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That is cool. Let's get into. Let's give the K League some love, Quinny.
That's it.
You
Bit
know,
of K love,
everyone deserves a bit of loving.
a wee bit of demon hunting.
Yeah, even the K League. I tell you what, yeah, yesterday I degened on a few like collection pieces on auction. Obviously, you get the spins, and the spins took like 2 days to come in. I don't know whether yeah.
Yeah, I got a
So
pure delay on one as well.
yeah, yesterday I had like I knew I had a good amount because like I bought probably let's call it 8 to 10 cards. I lost out on a few. Ended up having like 30 spins. So I'm like, here we go.
Yeah.
So I didn't win one market credit, by the way, can I just say, in the whole spin, not a
Wow.
single market credit. I did win like let's call it 6,000 essence or whatever. My first like I did my essence thing, nothing. Second one, I'm like star room, great. So I spend all the fucking essence I have, got an Allison, which is pretty nice. Obviously, I'm not going to
Yeah,
use
yeah.
it, but anyone Allison.
I thought there was going to be a
So,
further punchline after
oh
that.
no, no,
Sorry.
well there is.
That's good.
There might be a K League or a J League punchline, but basically I had like 2,000 essence after that. So I was like, okay, I'll spin it again. Another special room. I spent my clues, like I didn't have enough essence to do it, so I accumulated a few clues, and it was Brazilian J League or England EPL, and I'm like, surely I'm getting two EPL like stars here, like a Palmer or something. Fucking goes for his Ashley flipping Barnes, right? And I missed out on like some guy called like Mateus. He's like a 5 star. He's probably worth like 25 quid. Like he's a good player. So
Mhm.
yeah, I could have went back to back like two limited stars. It would have been fun. But yeah, I ended up crafting Ashley Barnes.
That's fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
baited me in.
Maybe not fun with the Barnes, but certainly the Allison's a good one.
Yeah, Allison was nice. It was yeah, obviously Brazil Prem. I can't remember who the other one was, but yeah, I just had a feeling. I mean, I didn't know it would have been him. I thought it would have been like I don't know, João Pedro or something. Yeah, first little craft, which was nice. Nice to get in the old gallery. But who have we got here? Dejon versus Bouchon. They must have got promoted. I don't recognise them.
Yeah, it's a new name on me as well. They've got Ewan Bitgaram, so I think
Oh yeah. KDB.
that's a name we know.
Ludwigson, I think he's pretty good, isn't he? Or has
Yeah.
been.
Was he
Where's
maybe your
Jean
boy?
Garcia gone?
Was he a Nurawa guy? Did he play J League maybe? He's always a K League guy. But yeah, Ludwigson I think's good. The chat is going mad for the Matthias. Watch out, Sol versus Ulsan is
does he?
rescheduled, but Sorare doesn't know this. Looking for
Lol.
food.
Mateus is class. That's just my luck, that. I mean, it's not Mateus Savio if we're thinking about him.
That's it. K-League Matthias.
Yeah. No, it was like a striker. He's like a I don't know what he was, but so this is
Yeah,
Ulsan Seoul is
not happening.
not happening. Okay,
Nice
that's
effort.
fine by me. Yeah, Jeju Anyang versus Jeju.
Opens up a wee bit then, because Sol and Ulsan, I think they're quite stacky, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're the better teams. Baby trades. Where's your Jean Garcia? You gone? Where's he gone?
Yeah, not really much to say about Jeju and Anyang.
And then Guangzhou versus Icha. Where did you put your bottle, mate? Gave you your bottle. Probably downed it already, knowing him.
He's lost his bottle. Bottle has crashed. Mikey Baston with the Matthias. David Taylor with the Matthias. This is like a game of Cluedo or Guess Who or something. What Matthias?
I'll know his face. Like if someone shows me the card, I'll tell you who it is. But yeah, I just remember seeing the name Mateus, and I was like, oh, okay, he looks good. He had like 200s in the last 5. I was like, oh, here we go, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have went for the. I don't know.
We're into J League now.
Jeff United. Yeah, we'll go to J League. Jeff United, Kashiwa. Euroev signed. Remember this lad? Was at like Le Havre or something?
Yeah.
He was at
Used to
some
be at
like
Yokohama.
French club. Yeah, like Toulouse maybe or something.
He could be good.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in France doing nothing.
Ishikawa at home. Okay, I'll give you Harry Wilson. Come here.
I don't want to weigh you.
You gotta
That's
be
a good
nice.
shout.
You gotta be nice to him because he's injured. Okay. Make sure you're nice to him.
Paul Moorcraft is on for his first star rare win today in what feels like years. Do we still look at prize pools these days? I don't know if you want to do that to yourself, Paul. For a midweek star, I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah. If it was a weekend, I'd probably be looking, but weekend, midweek, you're probably setting yourself up for some pain if you do look.
Expect it to be Safanov, and then anything else, should be good.
Is a bonus.
So just tell yourself it's Safanov. Do the McBride tactic. Just imagine it's Safanov. And anything else is a win. Harry Wilson, future Wrexham star. I could see that.
Yeah, he's on a free, isn't he?
Did you listen to Gareth Bale on the overlap, Harry?
I haven't. No, I've seen some clips though come out to say like Zidane didn't do anything and Hazard didn't train. I've only seen like those bits, but no, I need to watch that.
It's a good listen. He was talking about some stuff, and I was thinking, Harry will love this.
Yeah, he's a top.
He's
just a top guy. Like he's such a he's the most like he's just the opposite of what you think like a world famous football player would be in a way.
Just based.
Yeah. My pride is just farming Savanovs. It does feel that way.
Yeah, he's a magnet for it.
Baby trader, don't like you under there.
Arturo Isaka leading the line. Love to see it.
He's abandoned Wilson already.
Uh-oh. Heard he's going to Wrexham.
Yeah, you're not happy about the Wrexham move, are you, baby trades?
Geronimo, we're very good, thank you. How are you? If you've not done so already, everyone, now is the time to smash the like button. Sorare, as you know, own and control the internet. They know you're here. And if you've not hit the like button and supported the content, they don't take too kindly to that. You will get rubbish crafts. You will win Safanov. And you will pick the wrong captain. So support the channel. Help yourself before the deadline locks in. You need to get that lock sorted. So we're very good, Geronimo. Thank you. Be sure to smash the like button. While you're here as well, support the show.
I recognise that name a little bit. Geronimo.
I think it's, I don't know. I can't really speak too much to just the name or whatever, I don't know. But new name for me in the chat, I would say.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Ross Bale is humble. He just doesn't care. Like, he didn't care about any of, like, the fame or anything that came with playing football, like, at all.
Yeah.
As much as it maybe got spun that, like, somehow he did in the media, like, it was the opposite of that. Completely.
He talks a lot about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And wow, by the way, Paul Obe Obina in goals for Avispa. That's a throwback name. He's been on the block for a while. Doubtfully still under 23.
He's had some comebacks, mind that goalie, hasn't he? Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
he's been on the scrap heap a few times. Keeps coming
Yeah,
back,
he's
but yeah, it's a
nice
fun
to
one.
see him with a little bounce back.
I paid so much money for his 1 of 100, like way back when, because he was like
Did
under
you?
23 prospect goalkeeper,
Yeah.
a wee sleeper agent in disguise. Hopefully, he gets some minutes and all that. And yeah,
Like he was like the OG Zion Suzuki, wasn't he? I think. Like
yeah, he was
everyone
in that
thought, but
clutch
like,
of guys where it's like,
yeah.
whoa, when they break through, they'll be wild. Like
Uh-huh.
he played
Right, I need a
Champions
break
League
from.
1 year or something and did all right, and he didn't quite kick on. You want me to tag man?
No. I was just gonna go. I was gonna just do contender quite quickly. Contender, challenger, because it's not actually like we don't do Scotland or
Yeah,
anything.
sure.
Well, we do have one game, but yeah, challenger won't take very long at all. Just gives us a bit more time to prioritize contender. What a line you wouldn't think I'd be saying this morning. Prioritizing contender. Oh yeah, that might be it. Yeah, I was gonna say I do recognize the name Geronimo, but I couldn't have told you where.
Nice. Well, it looks like a brand new channel. If you're into
Oh
Sorare
yeah.
content,
Nice.
maybe go
Go on,
maybe
the
go and give it a
Geronimo.
wee check out. Or you just click on his avatar in the live chat.
Oh,
One
you can go
video,
from there.
yeah, came out an hour ago. Feel free to go and check that
Nice.
out.
Love that.
I can't subscribe on this because I'm on Satara here right now, but rest assured I'll do it when I switch accounts.
How you fancying the Salzburg boys this weekend?
Oh, quite well, quite well. I might move that Musa Yao up the pecking order. I've got him and that Edmund Baidu quite low down. I think it's a decent game, and I kind of like big teams being away. I just think they need to try a bit harder. They maybe need to be involved a bit more. Some of the guys have been scoring really well anyway, like Kratzig and Alaj Begovic, obviously, uh, but yeah, no, I like Salzburg this week. I think it's a good build. A good. I've actually got a 5-man stack thinking about it. Rapid Vienna no pushovers, obviously, but I don't look at their team and think, oh, they've got a Fitz or they've got a guy like that could just go off on you. So I think it's a good one.
I might need to tag you in a minute. Let me just go sort him
Yeah,
out.
yeah, go for it. I'll take Challenger. I'll take this wee Challenger stint. We're in Austria, aren't we? We've got Lask versus the Pellets. Look at that old picture of Harry. Back when he was Welsh. Back when Harry was Welsh. Look at that wee picture of him. Wee Welsh Harry. Lask against Pellets is on screen here. Youngworth is a good goalkeeper share. We were talking about this yesterday with the members, I think. Some nice players in that team. Andres Andrade scores well. And a few others could be handy. Tyrol at home to Grazer. Jamie Lawrence in the middle of defence. No Taffiner, no Tommy Sabitzer. Maybe they're a wee bit understrengthed. Not really much to say about Grazer. Hartberg at home to Blushwine Slins. Who do they have again? Oh, maybe Oh, Wilfinger. He's the big scorer in that team. And Blau Weisslins. Nico Mantle's in goals. Didn't know that happened. Sean Weisman up front. Reed at home to Austria Vienna. Or Austria Wien. Reed don't have anyone to write home about at the moment. Austria Vienna. I know Harry's an Eggy fan. Lee Kang-hee, the evil brother of Lee Kang-in. Defense is kind of nice. Goalkeeper's been there for a bit. Lee Tae-suk as well. I'm pretty sure he was good in the K-League. I'm sure a lot of you guys like him. And then we have Grass at home to Cash Point Altach. Kitishvili playing. Otherwise, by the way, a really unrecognisable Sturm Graz team. Like really unrecognisable in a lot of positions. Kayombo's played a bit. But otherwise, I don't really recognise any of them. That is Austria. Where do we go from Austria? Let's go to a Challenger. Portugal. Let me catch up with the chat. GG's and good luck for the weekend. Livy, good to see you in the chat. Afternoon, gents. Good to see you. Billy Pexies. My limited collection is around 45 Gs. pretty much can max out lineups in all comps, but a tad short on arenas. When should I make the jump to rare? Billy, that's a pretty big one. I think it, yeah, kind of. I don't want to sidewind too much, but I actually think I had a video where we talk about that limited to rare stuff within the last month or two, and I'm not sure. Right, let me just switch account. I'll subscribe to Geronimo quickly. There we go. Sub. I'm subscriber number 4. There you go. View channel. Videos. It shouldn't be too hard to find. I don't think video-wise it was that long ago. Jesus, wasn't that long ago my hair was a riot. Sets, crafting. Maybe it was before the Christmas time. There we go. This one here. It's 3 months old. It's not really that dated. Going Rare is the name of the video. Sorare budget RTG. So I recommend you check that out. It's a 22-minute video, and I don't think much of it will be outdated at this point. Let's jump into Portugal. We've got Vitória Guimarães away to Santa Clara. Santa Clara, of course, have Paciência up front. And I think some of these guys threaten to be okay. Harry boy, good to see you.
I'm back. Did you enjoy my old 18, 19-year-old cameo picture there?
The Welsh Harry, as I called him. Yeah, loved it. Braga Sporting is on screen here. Both teams looking quite full strength, by the way. This is going to be a fun one for the neutral, maybe. Braga at home, Sporting away. All the boys are in
some
town.
Goals. That'd be nice.
Yeah, 2 big goalkeepers. Might have a different feeling about that. And we also have Benfica Porto. No Bednarek. No Thiago Silva. So there's a bit of a hole in the defence. And yeah.
Yeah. It's not great, that Porto side.
Nah. Need to play Borja seconds more.
But yeah, that whole, like, I've got every limited possible type of chat.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if it's worked, like, have you won stuff? Like, if you've been doing well there, like, why change a winning team, you know? Or, like, a winning strategy type of thing. I know, yeah, challenge yourself and all that stuff, but I don't know. Like, if you've got a winning formula somewhere, why are we ripping that up type of thing? Now, you could do both. I'm not saying don't do both. It just depends. Is it or is it, you know, what's the... You know, what's the sort of plan?
I don't think those questions are normally around. It's a case of like, you know, you have enough limiteds. You know what I mean? There's no like.
Yeah, but like next year, you won't be able to use hardly any of those outside of arena. So it's one of them. Were like, when do you start chopping down? Because that's definitely a question. Like you just can't take them all with you basically and use them because there's just only so many places you can play next year.
Totes.
So, yeah, that makes sense, Billy.
Quite open, by the way.
He said maybe just thinking about putting anything he wins into rares from there. Yeah, I can see that working.
I think what Harry's saying's a good point. And again, in that video, I'm pretty sure it's a main kind of piece of the topic. Is like if you are winning, you don't want to stop that. You want to keep that going. As well as like maybe move something around. So again, on top of what Harry's saying there in terms of like next season, all the cards become classic and whatever. You really need to have at some point a look at all those cards and decide who's getting off the boat, and maybe you turn them into classic rares. Maybe that's a good kind of market move or something. Because the classic rares can still be used at limited, so you're not like getting something that's redundant. You can use these things down the way, you know. So again, the video goes into a lot more detail, but Harry's hit the nail on the head with his POV on it as well. Kim Pioka, where do we know him from?
Kim Pioka, I'm not sure.
Seems familiar. And then we have Famalicão against Aruca to finish off Portugal. So we've did Portugal, we've did Austria, there's no Denmark, there's a wee bit of Scotland, and we've got Turkey. Yeah, we'll do that.
Turkey, yeah.
How you feeling, Harry? Away to Dundee this weekend with the Motherwells?
Yeah, I mean, if it was at home, I'd be a little bit more optimistic, but that's not to say that, yeah, I don't think they can go can go do the business away against Dundee though they do have threats. Like it's nowhere near a gimme, but that might open the game up a bit and there's AA on offer type of thing. I don't think Motherwell will just dominate like completely, but I don't know. I could be wrong there.
I expect a good Motherwell game. No injuries, full strength. Dundee are fine. Ethan Hamilton scored a few worldies recently, one against Celtic and then one right afterwards. Congre's been all right, as you know. I've seen
Yeah.
John McCracken's actually made the most saves in the league this season. I think a big part of that is that
Okay.
Dundee conceded a lot of shots, obviously, but he's been not
Yeah.
bad for it, AA here and there. I just think Motherwell, like, it's not as if you look at this game, like, even a month ago, it's like, oh, there's no Elliot Watt. Didn't really stop them. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Yeah. No,
then,
it really didn't.
and you look at the team now and it's like, well, everyone's there. Like,
Uh-huh.
what's really going to get in the road at this point? I don't think anything.
No,
So
no.
I think they'll be up for it. I think they'll win it. Elijah Just been linked to Celtic yesterday as well.
Was he really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mad.
And then we've got Turkey. Let's just get through this.
Not
Alanya
not
Spor.
surprised.
Yeah, not surprised either at all. But yeah, Alanya Spor against Genkler Ligably. That's the best I could do. Off the cuff there. Mooney versus Koita, let's go with that. Besiktas take on Galatasaray. We did say this region was the heavy hitter weekend. O versus Osman. The battle of the O strikers.
Yeah.
Who's going to come out on top of that one? Sani versus Cherny. Kokchu versus Sara. Don't know how we're going to shape all this up. Your boy Aslani, you've got in the building.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fun one. Galatasaray looked the better outfit, but these games, who knows how they pan out, really.
Just gotta hope for goals, haven't you, and just get a clean sheet from somewhere else.
Yeah, is that what you do with these types of situations, Harry? Are you taking the best piece out and putting it with good
Yeah,
guys, and then maybe just put a wee team stack of the tier 2 guys together?
kind of.
Tier
Yeah, like
1
to
or
be fair,
whatever.
I don't have goalies of these teams, but like yeah, in
A
general, I'll try
situation.
and
Yeah.
yeah, like especially I mean this applies for the Eredivisie quite well. Like I have loads of PSV guys, strikers, but I don't have any of the defense or goalie. So yeah, it's a similar thing. I'm just hoping, yeah, in this type of situation, I've got Kochu, I've got Osherman, I've got sorry, yeah, I'm just hoping for goals, right? That's kind of the best outcome. There's just DAs to be had, on either side. Yeah, of the game. But yeah, I try and mix it up with goalie. Like it's just very hard to see goalies scoring well in games like this, unless they get like a last man tackle, penalty save. But you're looking at the 1%ers there. It's just you can't be doing that.
Yeah. But in these games, if someone does win, they normally bring some firepower with them, so
Yeah,
having a
definitely.
wee.
Like a 3-2 and Sarah's had a hat trick or Osherman hat trick or whatever. You could see it. Like it could definitely happen.
Yeah, lining 5 up on that's going to be tough. We've got a question here from Magnum. Do you risk Asensio? I think, yeah. I'm not worried he didn't play the cup. Bit of a, I don't want to say a gimme
Yeah.
team, but their priority is definitely the league, the way things have went so far, so resting a
Hmm.
guy like Asensio who's played every game. They've had injuries elsewhere, and he's actually, we've done these shows for all season, obviously, and there's been plenty of times where it's like, oh yeah, midweek's first, he's round the corner, and da 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 da. He's played all the way through it, so him getting a rest midweek really doesn't phase me. The 60% does worry you. I don't think it won't, but he's too important. He's the main guy in the team. They need to get points in the league. This isn't a pushover team, so I'm playing him. Where do you want to put him in your pecking order? Maybe that's something you want to think about. But I'm playing him. Top
Yeah, yeah.
top team for me.
100%.
We have many injuries. Centre backs, right back, Edson Alvarez, Talisca have long-term injuries. Oh, thanks. I love that. We came here with a limited squad. We didn't bring Asensio and Ederson. They have minor injuries. They are doubtful for our next match. I will monitor these situations and da da da. Yeah. Again, we heard Ederson was out for 2 weeks and then he wasn't. So
Right. Yeah, I don't know
that
what's.
asset protection is what that sounds like to me.
Yeah, especially for like a cup game, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, who will score more this weekend, Werner or Kelvin Yeboah?
Oh,
Werner's not got an easy game. I don't know who Yeboah is playing. We'll probably get to that.
Ebo's away to somebody. Uh, maybe no, it's not Columbus. They're away to somebody. It's not great.
This feels like an obvious question, but is it obvious?
Would you guys rather play classic Captain Musiala or I mean, is Musiala on to play? I don't know because he hasn't been starting.
I think he is. Maybe that's the
Okay.
element of it. Yeah,
Stanisic seems to just rip though.
he
I
does.
don't know. It's a weird one. You're gonna need Musiala just to go off on like DAs and stuff. Where no Kane definitely sort of muddies the water a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because he's just a DA magnet and you'll just feed off that. I don't know. I think I'd go Stanisic honestly.
Just had Trabzonspor on screen for anyone that wants it. You'd go
Nice, yeah.
Stanisic. I'm quite surprised
I
by that. Fair
think
enough.
so, yeah. I just I don't know. Like I haven't seen Musiala smash all season, so I can't really go and say on a Friday night he's just gonna go put up 85. Like he definitely could. It's fucking Musiala, but Stanisic has just probably done it more this season, and I'd probably back that to just happen again, maybe over. Yeah, Rice says 60%. Yeah, I'm not risking Musiala. There's no chance. Not when you've got Stanisic. You're just playing with fire
Yeah.
unnecessarily there,
Yeah, fair enough.
in my opinion. But yeah,
Istanbulspor Başakşehir on screen. It's one of the bigger ones. Two more to go from Turkey.
Turkey.
Ali So versus Nicholas Storm. And Dickman took away one of my clean sheets recently. I think it was against Fenerbahce. I was like, Dickman. Raging. And then
Just thinking, I haven't done any of my All-Star lineups, by the way.
Oh.
I haven't done any. Yeah, nothing. I've done under 23. I haven't done All-Star, yeah.
And that is Turkey. Now, where do we go after Turkey, Harry? I'm out my depth here.
I think we've done all of. We've done contender. Contender. I keep saying, yeah. We've done challenger. There's nothing left in Chal. To look on. I mean, I would just start with probably Croatia, right?
This is a good one. Barasatik or Barco?
Atik just seems the obvious one there. I know Barco's Barco, and he's at home, but
I
I
think
don't know where Atik is.
obviously his team is quite low. I think their game this week is a not quite but not far off a top v bottom situation.
Okay. If he's at home, I don't care. But if it's away and they're again up against it, then yeah, maybe Barco.
Yeah.
But
I used my
Atik's gonna
Barco for the first time last weekend, scored a wee penalty for me.
I saw that
And
Monday night.
I thought, oh great, I get to go watch Spartak Moscow highlights again. I don't know if you've tried to watch Russian highlights on YouTube, but
Nah,
the actual Russian channel, like the highlight package is terrible, man. Like
is it?
it's like they're trying to not get copyright struck for their own content. It's
Oh
just
my
so sharply cut between everything. If you know what I mean, where it's like they're trying to
Wow.
minimize. Obviously, they're not because it's their content, but it's almost like they're, yeah. It's like, yeah. Anyway, so it wasn't an enjoyable recap. I was like, what goal was even Barco's? I could barely tell. Camera wasn't great either.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's
Atik
funny.
plays better away for some reason.
Ooh.
Are they at home? I think they might be at home.
Okay.
Yeah, Magdeburger at home. I think that's the
Yeah.
chat.
I think. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I'm probably swaying to Barco now, to be honest. Barco's just Barco, isn't he? Like
This is a
it's
fun one
hard
too.
to.
Perisic or Haj Musa or anyone non
Paris.
PSV.
Lol. Uh, Probably still going Perisic.
Fair. So what we do, Croatia or would you want to take us, Harry?
Yeah, I don't mind doing Croatia. We'll just get through the in-season contender parts, and then we'll work our way into the old champ.
We've not done MLS yet. Somebody's asked that,
We
Jack.
haven't done MLS, no. I mean, that can happen after if we have to go 15 minutes after the deadline. That's not an issue, is it? Because it's not till tomorrow.
Yeah, we can run on.
Yeah, as long as Baby Trades is behaving, I can sort of stay on. But
Hajduk against Zagreb again in our Clash of the Titans.
yeah, big one.
Looks like all the
Liver
boys are in
on.
town.
Apparently the defense is a bit of a toss up. Got some nice young lads though, Puskas and Bradrich, Sego, Guillamon. Yeah, interesting game.
Yeah.
Istra versus Oziak.
Dobbsy with some alpha there for Bundesliga 2 players.
The old hand workup.
What do we think of the new setup, Harry? Did you see this? The wee split we've got now between pro and sets? Or maybe more specifically what Geronimo was saying here on leaderboards and streaks.
Yeah, I mean that's only a thing for MLS, isn't it? I guess, and J&K. It's not a Sorare 26 setup technically, is it? Everything else isn't that. So, but yeah, that's probably gearing up towards what Sorare 27 is going to look like, I'd assume, as long as everything looks well on Sorare's end as far as the split goes. But I don't mind the split. Like I think in weeks, like for example, I'm on game, streak 3 this weekend in MLS. All my eggs are in the streak basket. I'm going 4 teams. I don't care about what the leaderboard looks like. My leftovers will go there. But for maybe the last 2 weeks where I haven't been as sort of like, I want to hit the streak, but I don't need to put as much resources into it. I'm happy to, have a good little leaderboard lineup out there as well, just in case that pops off. But right, like today, the last week, all I care about is can I hit streak 3 in MLS? Now I know it's 3x and it looks better than it will be in a couple of weeks. So yeah, you kind of just are forced to go for the streak more so than anyone else. But there could be people out there, they're going, you know what? I'm not on streak 3 this weekend. Like I missed it last week. I'm just gonna fucking leaderboard it this weekend. Like there is definitely like there's a thought process now. There's like a strategy. Or like just a decision, as simple as that. It's flipping just a decision. Where before there wasn't no decision, was it? You were just playing both by default. So, from a budget perspective, playing both by default is better, right? Because you don't need 2 lineups if you want to play both going forward. So, yeah, I'm not saying like it's the best thing in the world for people who are just on like a proper strict budget, if we're being completely honest. But less people playing the leaderboards in a weird way. If you are just, on a bit of a budget and you do want to just play that, every dog will have their day because you only put 1 lineup in.
Yeah, limited.
Yeah, limited. So I think there's pros and cons to it on loads of different sort of sort of sides, but overall I think it's interesting. Like it makes the game a little bit more interesting. The game can get stale at times because you just plug and play. You don't want it to be plug and play. You want it to be plug, think, and then play. Like you want a thought process going into things, in my opinion. Quinny, I don't know what your thoughts are on that, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I kind of agree. I think we spoke about this last week, maybe the week before, because I was getting a lot of deja vu there in terms of the strategy and making decisions stuff again. But one thing that kind of occurred to me as you were talking there is a lot of the chat we had at the beginning of the stream about skipping streaks. Skipping streaks is way easier with that setup because you can just throw it all on a leaderboard, all your best guys.
Fair, yeah.
It's not like you're playing like now. You can't do that in Challenger. You can't think, I'm in D1, I'll go for it because well, if you don't hit 520, you're screwed.
Right,
or whatever. 440, whatever your target is, whatever the targets are, So that's an interesting little. It makes it easier to skip the streaks and pick your battles. Maybe that's an interesting kind of element I've never really thought about till now, for sure. Because you could have like a leaderboard team. You could build a leaderboard team, but you pick your moment for like streaking. You could have like one streak that takes like fucking. You could take all season to hit. If you're just waiting for tap-ins where like all my guys are fit, they're all da-da-da, but every week otherwise you're just leaderboarding and doing whatever happens. And then there's probably different adjustments to that, in terms of how often. I'm obviously using a bit of an extreme example, but yeah, it's just kind of occurred to me, and I think that's a fun development for the future.
Yeah, especially if you're like if you've only got a team or 2, then skipping becomes viable because I'm not doing streaks, but I can go straight into leaderboard. Whereas if you've got like 6 teams, you can only play 2/1 in limited or rare, in leaderboards. You're left with cards everywhere. You feel like you're missing out without, do you get what I'm saying? Whereas like if you've only got 10 players or whatever, like it wouldn't feel as bad because you're just moving them somewhere else with massive upside. Because, you might be like, if you want to skip streak 3 and go play leaderboard, you can win more in the leaderboards than you could on that streak 3. You can win $2,000 or whatever it is. So yeah, there is something to that.
Hoodwink's cleaning up the K-League. Who's surprised?
Go on the K-League.
Who's
shocked? Go on the K-League.
Hoodwink, the master Hoodwink is the demon hunter.
He doesn't even need Cecilia as well. He's pivoted.
Hoodwink, the K-Leg demon hunter.
He's got a new love child. Who is Hoodwink's new love child in the K League? That's what I'd like to know.
Yeah, the new demon. Who have you hunted? Let us know. Guys, if you've not done so already, smash the like button. Goes a long way
Nobody's
supporting
going
the
to
channel.
replace Cecilia, obviously. We understand that. That's like a special place in your heart, Hoodwink, and no one will ever fill that void. But there has to be somebody that can just, temporarily, um, yeah, sort of mask it, maybe.
Yeah, some great chat, some great
Yeah, I think it
interactions for
is
you guys
better
as
for
well.
low budget in a way. I do.
Hmm.
Um, Streaks are easier to hit in limited because you can have 5 streak lineups. If we're being honest, like that's just a fact.
Yeah.
um, just purely just you have more chances if as long as you've got good teams. Like, but um, nice one, foot lovers. No, yeah, I don't know. It is interesting, but yeah, it's like good for low budget players, but it's also bad in weird ways as well. In the sense, I don't know. It's just strange because yeah, you can't play both if you have one team. Like that's like the bad side of the low budget element of it. But the good thing is if you don't play one, you can just move it into another one and still have upside.
Totally.
Like there's upside either way. You just can't play both at the same time with one team. It's a
Oh,
strange
of
one, but
course. I forgot all
oh
about
yeah,
that element.
yeah. No, that is a really like for this weekend, Quinny. Like if I hit streak 3 twice, I'm winning $450 in rare because it's
Oh,
150 for
I
every other lineup.
totally never factored that into anything
And
I've been doing.
and that's why I'm saying
I've
like I'm going
totally
as
forgot
hard as
about
possible with 4 teams right now because why wouldn't you? Because you're getting rewarded for the second, third, and fourth lineups.
that.
I should have
Yeah.
mentioned that, but yeah.
I'm an idiot. I totally have forgotten about that since they announced it.
Mm. Yes, yeah. I mean, I
Big
didn't.
if.
I only hit.
Fair.
Yeah, but like I've built 2 on paper really good lineups in MLS this weekend. I'd be not sad, but I'm expecting both to go really close. The other 2 is like whatever. But I don't have 4 that I'm like all 4 of these should go and give a really good account of themselves. I look at 2 out of 4 for me this week. I might if I hit 2 this weekend or even just 1, then I'm on the 4th streak next week. You bet I'm gonna go try and find some other really good players to try and strengthen maybe the other 2 teams that aren't as good um, on paper. So yeah, it makes it really exciting. Honestly, the whole yeah, you can double, triple, quadruple up on the streak. I think and you can even take essence the second time. Like say you're happy with the $300 for the first one in rare,
Ooh.
why not go and take a couple grand essence? Like I hit the second streak last week in MLS. I actually only once. I ended up taking the essence, which was probably a bad decision after crafting. But like it's just nice knowing that like you could do both if you hit both. Like I think that's really really nice.
Aye. Oh, I never really. Yeah, I've just been totally deaf, dumb, and blind to that mechanic for MLS so far. I don't think it really changed much for me. I might have been a wee bit more aggressive, a wee bit quicker, um, but yeah, just I feel stupid that I'm just remembering all this now.
Yeah, that's been my main thing this week. Just try and have 2 out of my 4 teams that could really go push out and get because it like now, obviously only one team counts. So yeah, you want to make the 4 really, really good teams on paper, like as best as you can. But you're just way more incentivized right now in the MLS and K J League to go and do that because they all could count.
Yeah,
You know,
even duplicates is the kind of main thing I'm thinking about. Like,
doubling up on players and stuff.
yeah,
Well, that's
collection
the thing. Like
bonuses.
having 2 Messi, like I've got like 2 Evander classics. If he was playing this weekend, I'd be throwing those both. Like having to. I don't have 2 Messis or anything, but yeah, people who have like 3s and 4s of certain players, and you like 4 Sons this weekend is probably the play, right? At home to Dallas,
Yep.
why not? If you have it, or like 3 Buangas or whatever the player is, you're really just like asking for less things to happen. Now, of course, you're putting your eggs in a basket, which if the basket fails, you are effed. But if it goes well, you don't have to worry about the classic smashes in any of your lineups. It's all done, because you've just quadrupled up. Like yeah, I've always been a fan of that, and I think now it makes it even more. At least 2 or 3. Like going all 4 is like risky. Like I'd add a Messi in there somewhere just in case. But if Messi's at home to like Kansas City and you've got 4 Messis, you are playing 4 Messi. I don't care who else is I don't care where Son is. I don't care anything. You're gonna do that, and you captain him every time. Like Chris says, full Sociedad teams. Chris is coming for your Sociedad boy.
Yeah. Okay, I deserve that.
Yeah,
But I did say yes. Actually, it's not a good game. Actually, who they're playing, but got a wee feeling Sociedad might come in for me this weekend. Should
who they got?
Atletico Madrid. Both played midweek. Copa del Rey.
Yeah.
Both in the final. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Sociedad beat Athletic Club. Derby win.
Nice.
I'm sure Athletic beat Barca. I'm sure that's the way that went. So yeah, interesting game.
Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty interesting, the new streak thing.
Yeah, little final preview. Love that, Chris. So thoroughly deserved. Well earned. With Chris, it definitely takes one to know one. He's got Sociedad cards himself.
Didn't Soler get a DA last week? I'm sure he scored well.
He's been doing fine. The problem is, it's like they just don't have 5 guys. It's just impossible to get a team out of them. Even though they've won like 5 games in a row. It's just like there's not been a team ever, man. It's just so frustrating. There's a few random DNPs that have wrecked it, but there's just too many 40s that kick about, you know. And without enough DAs to bring a few of the guys, like Soler, he's not breaking into 80s. He's maybe done a 60 or a 71 or something, you know. But yeah, no one's bringing a Kubo score to the party.
Yeah, 100%.
Montpellier, no Teji.
Yeah, Teji being bombed. Oh, he's injured. Wow, 1 month. The Tej. We don't have Argentina this weekend, Quinny. Isn't there like some sort of governing body situation? Or
I did have Argentinian players in the lineup builder and then seen it turned into no game. So I'm aware there was games, now there's not games, and that is it.
Something's happened. Not sure exactly what. Someone in the chat will definitely know. Yeah, big weekend. Couple of third streaks. The Motherwell boys have been doing the business. Tell you what, Quinny, I picked up a starting Super Rare Challenger keeper for £8 on auction yesterday. Nobody outbid me.
Austria?
No, Scotland. Yeah,
Wow.
the Dundee. I mean, he's terrible. The Dundee United keeper. I'm not like in favour of him or anything, but nobody bidded on him. The Rare went for more than the Super Rare, I think, or at least the same amount. I swear to God. I mean, his scores are not great, like, but he's going to be in the bottom half, and there's going to be utility type of thing. £8. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I think Dundee United have had a few keepers this season. That's the only word of caution I would put in there, but otherwise, that sounds
Dave.
brilliant.
Remember, I said my old man used to teach Dave Richards to drive. He was the keeper.
Yeah.
And I think he might be injured or something, like because he was a DMP last game. I haven't looked into it, if I'm being honest, but for £8, I was willing to take the risk.
Yeah, man.
They've already minted Johnny Russell cards.
Who's he play for?
Dundee United. He's gone back home.
Oh, really? When did that happen?
Yeah. He was in the squad midweek.
No way.
He got off the bench before Dol checked. It's my unique. It just tells you my eye for a player.
Yeah, he's not in the vault, but I've not had him in my builder. Yeah, he came off the bench against St Mirren, so he did. Oh,
yeah.
Johnny fucking Russell.
He's back home, baby.
Oh, he's back. JFR. Love that. I'll check that Spartak team for me again, sorry. Barco was there, but who's around him?
Gedson and Solari, Ugalde.
Nice.
Against Zuba.
Have we seen Zenit yet?
Not yet, no.
Oh, good. It's the only one I need to double check on.
Duran.
That's it. He's in. Good. Luis Enrique as well on the team.
Yeah.
I did see like a report or a rumor or something, like maybe a month ago, that FIFA are talking about bringing Russia back.
Wow. Interesting. I'll do a couple of giant teams and then we'll,
A few big Mexicans.
yeah, a couple of Mexicans.
LK Janix. I think Sergio Gomez is good for the weekend. I think he'll play. I think the sort of style of player he is at left back will probably suit the Atletico Madrid match, where he'll get the AA you're expecting. Beyond that, it's kind of hard to say. He's not been really a DA guy.
I did not realize Cesar Araujo from Orlando plays for Tigres. Did
I
not
did
know
not know
that.
that. That's a new one on me as well. Jamaral as well, talking about Barca. We'll preview Barca shortly while we look at what's going on there.
Yeah. Lads, any random contender names? Just get them in the chat quickly for me so we're not going back later. Talking like Championship, Serie B, Colombia, Ecuador. That's about it, really, I think.
That's a great shout, Harry. What we'll do, right, is we'll open the chat up to nominations.
Switzerland.
While the nominations are coming in, I'll hit our little sponsor spot from MFL.
Perfect. Yeah.
Get them in. MFL Meta Football League is a football management game that takes this genre to the next level. This is an open network online experience where every club, every opponent you play against is managed and operated by another player, by another person. It's your tactics, it's your wit, it's your squad against your opponents. MFL seasons normally run for around 6 weeks, so this isn't a game that comes out every new football season that you need to go and buy a new copy of. So there's never a bad time to open your account and get your club up and running. The only thing you need to buy or to pay for to get up and running to play MFL is your club. You can buy a club pack from MFL directly and it will randomly generate where your club is located, what city and in what country. One of the ways MFL takes this game to the next level is every player you own, you are actually their agent. So any players that you own that you're not going to use in your own squad, you can list on the market for loan, where they can go into another squad, and in return you'll get a percentage, you'll get a cut of any of the prize money that those players help those clubs to win. Sign up by using the link that's in the description of this video or in the pinned comment. You'll directly support me and all the content here at the channel, but by doing so you guarantee yourself the best sign up bonuses available. Thanks again to MFL for all the support on the channel and the content, and hope you're all having fun with season 12. It has been off the hook so far. I've not put the club staff to task yet. We'll need to get that sorted out, but we've had a good old season so far. I have had to open my window. It's got a little bit stuffy in Casa de Quinn, so if it's not a noisy street I'm in, but you might hear the odd thing come through the window. I'm sorry. Momentary drop in audio quality. Sorry about that, everyone. But yeah, we got some shouts in the chat. I'd love to see it, everyone.
Mikey wants the whole Chinese league. That feels like too much, Mikey.
Feels
You
like
can't
abuse.
have that. Yeah. Surely you don't have that many Chinese league players, do you? St. Gallen. Something happening with the USG keeper.
Uh-oh.
Tell you what, Mika Marmol's, I just put him in my all-star team. He's been scoring again.
He's been in my all-star team all season.
Yeah.
He's been moving up from team 4. He's now up to team 1. He's been
Nice.
progressing this year.
Yeah, don't mind it.
Got a nice team there, by the way. Amatucci, Jonathan Vieira.
Hesse's there, isn't he? Or however you pronounce it. Yeah.
Sherpin's now 80%.
Ooh, Sherpin. There's the Gallen boys against Basel Brush. What's happened to the Shack?
I don't know. He's been kind of iffy for the last couple of games. I've not cared enough to look into it, to be honest.
Mikey, please just tell me the teams. I don't know if I can go through all these. Can't have that many, surely. I know Shanghai, this team have got some players, don't they, normally? Oh, maybe not as much anymore. Wow.
They had João Teixeira. Not anymore, maybe. So funny the people that go to China, man, isn't it?
Had a wicked price spike on a player a few months ago, and he didn't end up going. Like, it was like a Chinese price spike, and he actually didn't even go. He went from, it was like Dubai to maybe going here.
Madran?
Hey, that's the W, by the way. Quinny's playing in China.
Me?
Yeah, double.
Who?
This guy,
Quiz.
Alberto. Yeah, double.
Better be a good-looking guy.
Absolute double. Great looking guy.
Alberto Quiz.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, that is. I'm not going to be. Not going to be glad to put this on screen. By the way, I can see
That's
it.
the Spanish. That's the Spanish Quinny.
I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, like
I'm
similar
definitely.
shape heads.
Yeah, I'm definitely better looking, but I can see it.
Similar hair as well, if we're being honest. Like, it's not that dissimilar.
I can see it, man.
Yeah.
His teeth are a lot whiter.
Yeah, he's got a nice set of gnashes. Moustache and beard are quite similar.
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm all on board of that one.
It's my Spanish cousin.
Zhao called you Winnie.
Oh, I think he's deleted it. I can't see it.
Spanish Winnie. I don't know whether he meant to say Quinny, but Lingard confirmed. Sorry, wait there. He wanted Shanghai. Didn't we do Shanghai Shenhua? Oh, that's a different one. Yeah. There we are. Sorry.
It's funny because his name begins with a Q as well. I kind of like that.
Yeah, that is actually hilarious. Teixeira, Manifa, and Ratao. There's the boys.
B-Tech.
B-Tech. Yeah, I don't mind that. Greentown. Where's the Greentown boys?
I just need to find that John Nellis guy and wait for him to ask me who's my football lookalike, and I'm sorted.
Davidson is the maestro.
Yeah. Betrita.
Yeah, he's had a few different clubs, hasn't he, in the old Sorare field? Right, get me out of contender, Quinn. I need to be taken out.
And what will we do? MLS last or next?
Yeah, leave MLS last. Go through champ. There's not that many because there's no prem. So
sure.
I think
Start with Serie A then. The run to the litter this season. Get Cagliari at home to Como. Nico Paz, Harry, this shooting star, this meteoric rise is continuing to rumble on. The reports of Real Madrid are just going to buy him back in the summer. It seems like pretty damn obvious business. It's inevitable at this point.
I think so. He's really good. So good.
They've really built the team around him. This Voivoda's getting a real shift at right mid, but he's a right back. Has defender cards on Sorare. One of my first common defender, actually. So I've just got a good kind of handle, or not handle, but I always see his name. Like, oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Him and Paul Lopez and Ronaldo. I remember I had a Ronaldo comment. That was so good. That was the one comment I wanted to keep. I think I got that to level 20 or quite close to it. Oh, with that Paul Lopez. Milan Derby. We're talking about heavyweight clashes this weekend, by the way. Derbies everywhere. Lisbon, Istanbul, Milan, everywhere.
Big
Battle
time.
of the keepers. Battle of the three at the back. This is man for man all over the pitch, by the way.
Yeah. Tough one to call that, isn't it?
No.
I'll take it. I wouldn't mind it.
Lazio and Sassuolo. I've seen this because obviously the Italians can play in Challenger. I think Muric is a really good keeper shout for the weekend. Like away to Lazio, you'll have some work to do. But Lazio are not scary. Yeah.
You'd be really busy.
And I think Sassuolo are like 2 places above Lazio on the table.
Okay, yeah.
For a bit of extra context, Berardi's obviously back in town. So I don't mind that, just as a wee kind of outside shout. Roma away to Genoa should be good, but Genoa have been kind of feisty recently. They've been kind of punching back a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Roma team's looking really good though, for full strength for the most part.
I will say your Satriano shout has come good.
Told you, Unal, Mark II.
See his goal against Madrid.
I did. I watched the whole game, mate. Sorare was a joy to watch. And it's been so long since I've watched Sorare and really cared because I've not had that super rare for a year. But honestly, if you're ever going to watch a goalkeeper for Sorare purposes, Sorare is the man. Like,
yeah, he'll just pop up sometimes when you just cannot beat him. Like it doesn't matter what you do. Like
De Gea's the goalkeeper for this game, and yeah, there we go. Jack Harrison and a few others. Laviola, Fiorentina take on Parma. But yeah, Satriano's goal was a wicked strike.
Wicked strike, wasn't it?
Ripper.
Just caught some of when you catch a ball like that, like it just bounces off your foot, and it's just impossible for the keeper to get anywhere near it sometimes.
Bologna Verona's on screen here. Yeah, and to beat a keeper like Courtois, it needs
Not
to be
easy, is it?
hit like that.
Yeah,
He's
big
so
time.
huge. Never mind reflexes and reactions.
Yeah, it's like the goal has to be like extra good to even have a chance of like being saved, you know, or the shot has to be.
Juve Pisa was one of the top games of the weekend, Harry. Weston McKennie's played everywhere in the park. He's back to being right mid.
Okay.
Remember he was up
Yeah, I
front in
don't.
Champions League a few weeks ago. He's like
He's been on
false
a.
nine.
He's had a wicked little Fabregas cameo, hasn't he? Recently, he's been
He's a good
flying.
guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I like him.
But yeah, they should smash Pisa. Pisa are bottom, going kind of nowhere. Juve really need to pick me up.
Big time.
Atalanta Udinese. No Lennon Miller. Gutted.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everyone's kind of as expected, I suppose. And then to finish Serie A, we have Napoli at home to Torino. Alison Santos. Oh, he's not at Sporting. He's at Napoli. I think he used to be Sporting, but this guy he's been all over the timeline for a week or two.
Rip him.
Decent teams on both sides.
Yeah.
Milinkovic Savic, the Napoli goalkeeper, formerly the Torino goalkeeper, a wee revenge clean sheet, if you want to think of such things. After Serie A, we go to France. Let me hit a wee refresh button because my updates are not that current, it looks like. There we go. I'll maybe check Serie A quickly just in case there's an obvious. Yeah, just check Milan Derby. I don't think it will have changed. I think we would have seen the correct and current one, but just a double check on that there. Let's dive back to France quickly. Oh, where is it? I've lost it again. France. Toulouse Marseille up top order.
Yeah, some decent matchups in France this week.
This guy Diop is a ripper.
Yeah, he's doing it, isn't he? Big time.
Yeah, came out of Bundesliga 2 and is taking Liga 1 by storm.
Big time.
Look at this midfield, but by the way, Højbjerg, Timber, Kondogbia. Like that's just a mountain range in the middle of the pitch, man.
Just don't need to be playing against that team.
Yeah, that's power, isn't it? Weah off the leash, Emerson off the leash. Then you feel, and then the front three.
Yeah, it's a good three. Really good.
Lyon take on Paris. Is Immobile? Is he playing well in France?
Don't think so. Can't remember though.
I see him in these team sheets every week, and I don't ever see him in a lineup for anyone.
Yeah, I don't think he's been playing necessarily.
Very meh.
Yeah, I thought so.
We'll have a bit of Chiro Immobile as well. Anyway, there's those teams. After that, we've got Nice Rennes. This is Harry versus Laird. How you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I'm out, aren't I, on my end seasons. I've abandoned ship, but
Spiritually,
yeah,
though.
Klaus. Yeah, I've still got classics. I'm still there, you know. I can never get away from those. No one will ever take them.
Are they playing
Yeah, I
Bard
mean,
left back and Klaus right back?
yeah, it hasn't been the case for a while though, I don't think. Bard's been
Kind of weird.
injured for a long time. Yeah, it's not vintage. I don't know anything about that Budash guy on the wing. Kind of lost touch, to be honest. Diop's off the boil. It's not looking good, mate. I say the same thing every week, but it really isn't looking good.
Fair enough. I'm pretty sure Laird speaks about Rennes in similar terms. So
Yeah,
who
I mean,
knows?
all his Ren boys have like left. You know, it's just like, yeah, he's got the 5%, but like, I don't think any of them, if maybe one or two, are there.
I think that's what you want from those kind of connections, but isn't it? You want them to
Yeah,
move on and up. PSG Monaco, but a Champions League preview. This is the next round of the Champions League for both. Memory serves me right, or was the last round? It's one of them. I'm sure it's the next one. Kang In Lee in to start.
yeah,
Safanov, star rare, coming in.
yeah.
Interesting to see how that one goes. Bit of a psychological element into the Champions League there.
He's been playing
Brest
a lot,
against Le
hasn't he?
Havre. Who?
Like Safanov's been playing, hasn't he? Because
Yeah.
Chevalier's been out, I guess.
Yeah. Auxerre Strasbourg is on screen. Nantes Angers. Lons and Metz. That is France. After this, we'll be going into the Bundesliga. Bit of
Yeah.
refresh on this. Again, Bayern's press conference was earlier because they played Friday night, like Harry mentioned. So the Bayern team should be pretty well predicted here. But we've got Union Berlin against Werder Bremen to start. And wouldn't you bloody know it? I bought Ollie Burke in season for like £1.50 to get a third team, a striker.
Yeah.
And for the first time in months, I'm looking at this Union Berlin team and there's no Ollie Burke.
Oh my god, honestly.
Not that I care too much, but come on, man.
I know, you're killing us.
50-50 with Wu Yong-jong, whatever. I'll probably just play him anyway. It's team free. It's just for some throwaway XP or whatever. Anyway, there you go. Nines Stuttgart. Noah Meary.
Yeah, what's happened to him?
I think he's got a wee injury or something.
Yeah. Checks out.
Good looking Stuttgart team.
Yeah.
Heidenheim, Hoffenheim.
Ooh.
Good game for the Hoffenheimers, I would say.
Yeah.
Full strength team. That's a good one. Leverkusen take on Freiburg. Both teams well tooled up.
Yeah.
In every
like
position, I'm not a fan of the Leverkusen keeper, but otherwise, I think like both teams have got really good build outs here. Alias Garcia is probably the most slept on midfielder this season, I think, though. Like overall, I never hear anyone talking about him. I never see him in people's lineups. Never see
I actually captained him midweek and he killed me, so I can't be too high on the Aliesh.
Fair enough, but look at this.
He
man.
has been good. Yeah.
See if you were told you're going to get this at the beginning of the season.
Oh, you take it all day long. No, 100%.
Way underrated, I think. And I know, fair enough, Captain 51, I get that. If that's killed you, or even the 43 the week before. But in terms of underrated mids, I think he's right up there.
No, I completely agree, yeah.
Ever present as well. I don't think he's really missed any games, which is nice.
No, not really.
Probably just jinxed him. Sorry, everyone. Wolfsburg and Hamburg is on screen. Mercedes Jens, love that. Vuskovic been linked to Bayern this morning. Don't know if you've seen that.
Oh, no, I haven't seen
But
that.
Tottenham might get relegated, people are telling me. So
Oh, mate, honestly.
they need to cash in on him.
Unbelievable, honest to God.
Irvin, Sands, and Fujita all back in midfield at home at Frankfurt. This could be a sneaky St. Pauli upset game, as we know Frankfurt SO5 wise are not all conquering.
Yeah, St. Pauli have been slaying a few teams
Yeah, they're
recently,
sneaky.
I feel like. Yeah. They always pop up somewhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't rule it out. Not backing it, but I wouldn't rule it out. Cologne, Dortmund. Now, again, the Germans in the chat might need to help me out here. I think this is kind of derby-ish. I'm pretty sure like Cologne, it might just be a fan thing rather than like a city or a geography thing. But I'm pretty sure Cologne, Dortmund has got a wee bit of spice in it. JSP
Bite
is
to
going to
it.
be playing. A wee bit of bite. That's exactly it, Harry. Said El Mala, who was the wonder kid talk of the town a few months ago. Not heard anything about him in ages.
Yeah.
Not really much to say about Dortmund. Schlotto's in the building. I think there's a wee bit on that in terms of the fans and whatnot. Leipzig at home to Augsburg. Leipzig are getting their groove on. Van der Voort still in goals. Love to see it.
Nice.
And then we've got Augsburg, Finn Damen and co. And then finally, we have Bayern versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. Now, Gladbach used to be the Bayern Munich banana skin team when they had Jan Sommer and a few other better players. It's been a while since that's been the case, but you know, the fans, the club, the team, they maybe still have a wee bit of that off. We don't lie down to Bayern, you know, we'll nick them. So maybe it's a wee bit punchy on a Friday. I wouldn't rule it out, but the Bayern team, Kane or no Kane, looks quite hard to get.
Still should have too much in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
You know.
And that's Germania. After Germania, we go to España. This is the gun double. Let me hit refresh just in case we've got any news coming to us. La Liga. Levante, Girona. I think Levante have got some nice looking cards for the weekend. Girona have not been that good. Harry boy?
Adela, centre back, scored 100 last week. I didn't play him with. I didn't pair him with my 82 from Matt Ryan. It was one of those where I probably cost myself £1,000, I think, because I had Blanco in, who's like 80% in season, unique. So that was brutal.
Oh, there's a friendship between them. Okay, maybe that's why my brain has connected them together. That may be why. Vuskovic would be unreal at Barca. I think that could be crazy.
Yeah.
Personally. But yeah, I'd never heard of the guy Della. It's an absolute gutter. You missed out on that Hondo because Ryan looked like a good keeper pick, you know. So
Yeah, I went with Blind. He was at home to like Celta Vigo, and they ended up losing, I think, 2-1.
Mayor.
Yeah.
Lamar, Saganikov, these kind of guys could do all right, but I think Levante at home, very good defensively. I like Matt Ryan again. Valencia take on Alaves.
Little 0-0 there from Levante, please.
Now, the Alaves manager, I don't know if it's directly, but who was the Alaves manager earlier this season? Kude is now the River manager. So
Yeah, they've just got a new
they've
one
now
in,
got
haven't they?
Kike Sanchez Flores, I think,
That's
if
it.
I'm right in
Yeah.
saying. I didn't expect a free at the back from Kike, to be honest with you, but I guess he'll just be. It's maybe more 5 at the back because he's kind of defensive, but he does like to win stuff. You just need to look at Kike's his track record. You know, he's won like UEFA Cups with Atletico Madrid as manager, and he's done bits and bobs like that. You know, he's been a good manager in his day.
Yeah, he's been around
But
the
yeah,
block,
this is a
hasn't
weird
he?
looking setup.
Big time.
Could work out quite well for Elena, old favourite of the channel. Dimitrievski's in goals, that's fun. Big numpty Sadiq's up front. Villarreal, Elche. Elche been very good this season, I think, overall. Won a few people over. Villarreal been going well this year as well.
Villarreal have been really good, yeah. Pretty like concede, but they do have a lot of firepower. That's a 5-wise.
One fit centre back, Rico Man says that may be part of it. Jacob Bream or Aidan Morris?
Morris. I think I'm going Morris. I love Bream, but it's a tough game against Twente, despite being at home. I just don't know if you can confidently say that he rips.
Yeah. Somebody here, I don't know who that is, maybe it's a Alaves guy's out. And Mikey Baston saying, did Kike win a Europa with Sevilla? I could see it before Unai Emery won a few with Sevilla. I think he might have been in that period. Sevilla, speaking of the devil, take on Rayo. Again, a very popular budget stack this year.
Yeah.
We have Osasuna at home to Mallorca. Again, we're talking about Soria earlier on, and not too far behind Soria in that power ranking for me is Sergio Herrera. Really good defence in front of him. Galan, talk about Quinny shouts. It was a good one we've had coming off as well, which has been fun. It's Victor Munoz I got in sets, Harry. It's the only reason I know him.
Yeah.
And since I got him in sets, he's been playing kind of well. So, one to watch out for. Alongside your Aymar and Budimir types.
Yeah.
Mallorca famously better at home than away, but Pablo Torres in, Dardar, Matteo Joseph. They've got talent. But I think Osasuna's a good 1-0 win here. Getafe Betis. Soria will be tested, but Soria does not mind.
Yeah, Betis, despite no Isco and no, obviously, Fornals. Yeah, Abdi has done really well, whatever his name is, Abade. He's been, obviously, Anthony's been Anthony. Cucho's back. Fornals has kind of just done his thing, but yeah, considering they've had outs, like they're looking good.
Yeah, I'd agree. Your boy Kiko Firmino's playing on the same side as the other fullback, and I noticed this when I watched the Real Madrid game that it was like 4 centre backs, and then John Churches, my pal, in at right back, and it's just an unusual kind of setup here. 2 defensive mids and Aaron Barry and Mia, and then the strikers the way they played. Like in the first half, Soriano looked like he was playing left mid, like the way they defended, the way they just crushed the whole team back. So. Yeah, Firmino, your boy, could be in a good spot here, being a bit higher up rather than being in at left back.
Yeah, I've sadly not backed him, but
yeah, I don't blame you. Not a great game, but
it's just risky, you know.
Celta Real Madrid's on the screen. Thiago Petrache. It's a new name on me. Do you know him, Harry?
Was
For
it
Real Madrid?
Petrache?
Petrache?
No, I seen there was a lad called like something Fatty or Fatty something, like a winger, who was going to get called up. I don't know if that's actually him. I know it's not, obviously it's a different name there. No, I'm not too sure about that one.
See if there's another name in the blurb.
Madrid are just weird, mate, and they had no Mbappe just seems to just fucking collapse them from the inside.
Yeah.
It just does, like they just seem to just crumble massively.
Atleti Sociedad is on screen here at the Wanda. Rodrigo Mendoza, we've been chatting about him in recent weeks, coming from Elche to play for Atletico Madrid right away. It's been a bit of a unsung story. With Baena and Lorente in midfield, either side of him. In the front, you have Mad and Lukman Sorloth. That's a good Atleti. Ruggeri's in for left back as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm. I don't know if I'm trusting this too much. Sadly, I mean, those 60s could be 50. You know, as people might not know, like you can't do 50% on inside, so those 60s are tough. Yeah, I mean, I'm not playing Lorente or Ruggeri anyway, and you know that's just gonna absolutely kill me. But just from the fact that like it's literally just 50-50 central everywhere. I Yeah, it's just a scary thought to sort of go into.
I think Atletico Madrid are quite forecastable, but if you keep on with the training teams that get posted, you can kind of.
Well, Lorente and Ruggeri wasn't in the training team yesterday. I can tell you that for free. So,
Oh, there you
but
go.
I don't know if anything's changed today.
And Sociedad is there, full strength and ready to go. Athletic Club take on Barca. The two losers of Copa del Rey semi-finals. Lots of rotation expected, as we've mentioned before. But this is the way it looks right now. Ronald Araujo comes in. João Cancelo started the cup, won't start the league, it seems. Dani Olmo didn't start. Lewandowski didn't start. I think Rafinha and Yamal started. Eric Garcia to right back. Joan Garcia's back. Oh, has he been back for a minute? Who did they have before? I'm not sure if I remember him being back fit. Unai Simon, Juri Geezer, Sanset, Guruzeta, Laporte. Nice wee athletic spine there. Or athletic, I should say. Espanyol Oviedo is on screen here as we chill out with Welsh Harry once more. Teams are on screen. Escandel, Carmo, Calvo. Nacho Vidal, by the way, that's a wee interesting one. Former Barca fullback. Or is that? Yeah, I think it's him. Used to play for Sevilla and Barca. And then after La Liga, we go to the Premier League, but we don't have Premier League, do we? No, we don't.
No Prem.
That's us. All squared up. We've got MLS to hit.
We
MLS.
do have MLS to hit. How are your teams looking, Quinny? Do you think you've got any?
I'm pretty polished. I maybe need to swap some guys around, but
Yeah.
I think we can go MLS.
Yeah, I was just doing a quick refresh on inside. I don't think a ton has really changed.
Portland Whitecaps is on screen here. And I was saying to the channel members yesterday, like the way MLS works, Harry, you probably know this, but there's a few like kind of derbies and cups and stuff like that. And one of them is the Cascadia Derby or the Cascadia Cup. And most people know about Portland and Seattle as the main kind of derby. But Vancouver also kind of third wheel into that. So this is also an MLS kind of derby, if you get me.
Same neck of the woods, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's a kind of three-way thing between them. Same as the Canadian Championship in a roundabout way. But Kansas at home to San Diego. Don't feel good about Kansas, do you?
Not really, no. Manu Garcia put up some good A last week, but yeah, San Diego are they're just so strong defensively. The keeper, young lad, he was third choice and now he's apparently first choice. So, sort of come from nowhere.
We had a great shout from Tom Hall yesterday in the Colorado Rapids. Lucas Harrington, the centre back, Harry, have you looked at him?
Yeah. Australian lad looks good.
Like a real dark horse coming out of nowhere. Two good games. Let's see if it can continue.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, people get so caught up on two good games is the issue. I'm not saying he's not good, but like same for this Mehmedi kid for Red Bulls. Like, yeah, he has smash, but like he's not on any set pieces. He's a CDM. He flicked a header for 1 assist. Like, he's not gonna score 100 every game. Like, I can just promise you now. Good player, like, don't get me wrong, but he's bloody 16. Like, like it's just not gonna happen, sadly.
Red Bulls Montreal's on screen. That's one of the favoured games this weekend, Harry, isn't it, for MLS?
It is. Yeah, Red Bulls look good. Forsberg blanked last week, but yeah, they've got some good scorers. Justin Chase scored really well so far. Like, yeah, like there is some things to sort of buy into, I think, in a lot of ways. But like on paper, it's still not an amazing front three. Like Kate Cowell, Julian Hall, like they're good young players. They got they're quick. That's a good thing about Red Bulls this year. They've got legs, so that'll give them half a chance. But yeah, I'm not hating on the Red Bulls in any way, but like, yeah, it's definitely one of the better matchups.
Yeah. And I think with young players, particularly, it's true in every division, but even more so in MLS. Young players just are inconsistent.
Oh yeah,
It doesn't matter if they're good or bad. Like they will just go bust for a wee while, like it just
especially
will
in
happen.
MLS,
So,
like.
and when that happens, their price always comes down. So
Mm-hmm.
just be wary of what price you're buying into and when. Is kind
Because
of probably the main thing.
you've got streak tax, and then you've got like good L2 tax.
Yeah,
So like those Red Bulls boys, like that Mehmedi kid, he's probably going for more than Forsberg right now. It's like you can't tell me he's going to outscore Forsberg for the rest of the season type of thing. It's just impossible. Like Forsberg takes pens and free kick, like it just won't happen. Sadly.
Miami DC's been on screen. I'm just going to quickly keep moving us on. Keep your eyes peeled. But I agree, Harry. Atlanta United take on RSL. Baranchuk, Alzate, Almiron, Latin Looks like they've got other players in.
Yeah, but it's sad sight to see Atlanta. I don't know what's going on. I did buy an Almiron yesterday though because they have got a good few fixtures coming up. So I'm hoping there's sort of a resurgence, but I'm not confident. Like I don't know, Lath just looks terrible. It's weird.
New York take on Orlando. Again, talking about derbies, this is certainly a grudge match. In my experience of following NYC, many good games down the years. First game ever in the history of both clubs was against each other in playoffs and all sorts of stuff. They're in the same conference. There's been lots of back and forth over the years. NYC's first game at home this season,
Yeah.
and no injury worries. Now the team's not bloody bought a striker still, but team's kind
Yeah.
of good enough to get going.
It's okay. They're playing some good football, man. I've enjoyed watching
Yeah,
them the last two games. I'm all in. I've bought a super rare freeze, a rare freeze. I'm all in. Yeah, I'm excited. They've got like 4 or 5 home games in the next couple. Like, if you're looking for streaks
a
and
nice home
stuff,
advantage team. Home advantage.
yeah,
It's not
big
always like
time.
they win better and stuff like that, but the main players get better at AA because it's a tiny
Definitely.
pitch. So
Yeah, yeah.
passing into the final third happens a lot better, and
They're just like,
like
yeah. But mate, I watched them against Philly. I don't know whether you watch a game, but like they battered
yeah, I did.
Philly.
I've watched every
Yeah,
game for
like
NYC this year, all two of them.
yeah, like they've outpossessed every team so far. They just don't have a striker, which is just killing them because they get into like the final third quite easily. It's just like nothing really happens after that for the most part. Um,
ECMs.
yeah, but I don't know. There's just like not that many shots and not that many. But like there's final third passes, there's corners, there's free kicks. There's just no one's actually penetrating.
I agree. Sounders St. Louis is on screen.
Yeah, I like
Rusnak's
this for
been
the
the
Sounders.
flavor of the month recently, isn't he, for everyone?
Yeah, Captain Rusnak. Rothrock's injured, it looks like, which is a bit annoying because he started off really well. So Miovski comes in. It's not vintage Seattle, but should they have enough to get past St. Louis? Probably.
Charlotte Austin's on
Probably.
screen.
Yeah, I don't know. I fancy Charlotte. Like they're good defensively. Like at home, they've got a couple of homes coming up. So yeah, probably nice time to get in on them. Austin are decent. They've had a decent start. A couple of clean sheets or one clean sheet.
I quite like to look at that John Gallagher for budget defenders. Like he's actually been
Yeah,
quietly very good this season so far.
yeah, he's good. I've got a little special edition,
Ooh.
which was nice yesterday opening or whenever the specials came out.
How many did you get and how many did you open?
Actually, I had more super rare ones than rare, despite having like 3 times more rare cards. No, I didn't have any good ones. My Luke Garvan is special, the super rare, which is quite nice, like playing goalkeeper. But no, Corbinal, who's at Toronto, but he's injured. In super rare. In rare, I had Gallagher. I had a couple of Austin boys, but none of the good ones. I had a Baraza last night for a
Hey.
protection piece, but no, nothing good, mate. To be honest, none of my good cards were special.
LA Dallas is on screen. This was one of the top games of the weekend. So just to highlight that, when like being on screen for you
Yeah,
use that after it. Fair enough. I
Sombrumba.
opened 8. I think I went on to buy another one or two. Yeah, I went on to open 10 and I got 2 specials.
I mean, you've done well. Yeah, that's like you're way ahead
1 and
of like
5.
what that should be. Yeah,
Yeah.
way ahead, I'd say.
I got a Wolf and I got a Seymour Reed.
I did see a Seymour Reed because it was on stream. Did I see the Wolf? I don't think I saw the Wolf. Maybe I did. I know. I
I
saw
think
you say you bought it on
I bought
off
it
the
for
order.
that stream.
Yeah. I just don't remember it being special. But yeah, I remember your Reed coming out. That's a fun one. Rookie
The 1 of
special.
100 rookie.
Oh, I tell you
Coming out.
what. I'll show you him in a bit. I've got a special edition Keaton Park, super rare, but it's
Ooh.
like blue on blue. I've got like the blue liquid.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously the card's blue, mate. It looks
The
sick.
legacy
That
one.
one's the Yeah, that one looks the best I think I've got so far.
It's your screen, Harry. Do you want to show us some cards? Show us some teams?
Yeah. Let's do it. Um, let's have a butchers. That was my midweek team, Quinny. There, have a look.
Oh, nice.
Hundreds, 81s, but look at this. Well, more that actually.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Right, Tierney and
just
Scales. The Scales, despite giving away a penalty, still scored really well midweek. Tierney ripped.
yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah, new captain here would have been probably 1,000 essence, really, isn't it? Easy.
Yeah.
Maybe even into the cards had I captained. Yeah, I was quite unlucky there, to be fair. Am I getting relegated? No. Right, the old MLS. I'm putting in a little Rising special team with a few dregs. Corbin has my only special outside of Luke Garvan, so
Nice.
going with a four-man, see what happens. There's only 14 of us in there and 12 are getting essence right now, so nobody jump in, lads. Um, so we'll see how that looks. La Liga, that's what I'm going with here. No Fornals or Ruggeri's probably going to kill me, isn't it? But I'm our Fornal. Ruggeri Fornals, yeah. Third streak Eredivisie, 3D1s, little D2. MLS streaks. I hit the super rare streak last week, Quinny.
GG's.
I hit the essence, yeah. I had don't even you don't even need big points because the points are the same as the rare. So like with the super rare bonus, like you can just get there quite comfortably. And you can actually earn unique essence, which is a bit mental. So this week, if I hit this 1,500, I think I could get like 300 unique essence if I wanted to take it.
Nice.
Which is pretty nice. So 420 is the goal in that lineup. I'm not really confident in it, but whatever. My main MLS team is here. Marcao, Messi, Almiron. And then the San Diego defensive stack. And then my second team is Freeze,
Good
Gustavo,
times, Harry.
Eustachio, Buanga, and Segovia. And the other two are just like, maybe the Colorado boys and the Austin boys do some damage, and a random little five here. Forsberg, Skipper, and then what we got, Challenger. This is just throwaway, but obviously the Motherwell boys, more Motherwell boys, more Motherwell boy, more Motherwell
Oh,
boy, Motherwell everywhere. Third streak in Challenger is going to be tough, but we'll see. We'll see if I can, pluck something out, but I'm not confident. A little bit of champ. I just should suggested lineup on these two. I don't know. Is Pedri going to play? Probably not. Whatever. See what happens there. A little bit of under 23. Only 1D1, sadly. And then a couple of All-Stars. Jacko captain early today. See how that goes.
nice.
But yeah, in a couple of All-Stars there. And then for the old leaderboards, I've just got two little Atlanta stack if they play Rusnak and a bit of Chicago. And then, yeah, I've just bought these for the next couple of game weeks. These leaderboard teams won't do anything. But to be fair, there's only less than 400 players playing, so you never know.
That could be alright.
Never know. Yeah, and then my main super team is the New York boys, Quinny. Look at that, Keaton.
Oh, that is nice.
Two specials. Obviously, Garvan's not New York, but I
That's a good
can't
team,
play
mate.
Mark. I can't play Mark Cowan. Obviously, Freeze, which is a killer. Obviously, both classic. So yeah, we'll see if the New York boys can do the business somehow. Garvan, as long as Evander doesn't play, I'm actually not that scared of Cincinnati.
Nice.
But yeah, that's the extent of my game week. No, I've got no essence, so I can't do any pre-arenas. But yeah, that's the old game week.
Love it.
Excited, mate. What are you rocking?
I'm just doing some last minute reshuffles on Challenger. I'll just put this on screen. Maybe you can help me with it. But with I've got 3D1s, so I'm pretty set on the 3 of them. They're up here in case you want to have a gander at them. Yeah, the middle team is the bottom one of the 3, but I'm quite happy with most of that. Ederson gives me a wee bit of fear, but I know I need to just power through that. Same with Asensio. I've not got too many great games to mad lean into, but
Yeah,
I think
I
they're
haven't
all right.
played my Asensio.
And then the 4th team I'm trying to build now is D1 limited rather than D2 rare. Might just delete it to clean it a bit. Where is Challenger? That's what I'm just wrestling with at the moment. So yeah, I kind of want to build a D1 limited before a D2 rare at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, goalkeeper wise, it's Schlager or Trubin. It's going to be Schlager. Yeah, I kind of got to here where I was looking at, yeah, probably like a classic defender, which might be Savage. Savage has been all right, but not been great. He's just come back from an injury. Yeah, I think I don't mind Savage. But it's between him and Oosterwald, who doesn't really score that well, but is like nailed to play.
Does he? It's weird.
Doesn't really do much. I also have Davison Sanchez away to Besiktas. I don't know how much I care about that. I've also got Diego Carlos for Como, who's been kind of in and out of the team. Hard to ride on him. So yeah, I might just go with this. But Musa Yao, Fadinger, I'm not sure this is like a D1 type team. It's kind of what I'm a wee bit hesitant.
Probably not. Now. Well, I don't know. It's limited.
It's like pure differential play. There's no power players here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll probably just leave that the way it is. And I'll probably captain Fadinger. Go with the Motherwell vibe.
Yeah. Don't mind it. Can't really hear you that well, Quinny.
Oh, sorry. Mike's a wee bit further away from me. Yeah, I've not really got a midfield.
You haven't got what, sorry?
I've not got a midfielder for this team. The way it sits, striker, I've got Musaba and other guys. Yeah, so this team's actually maybe just going to get retired. Don't think I've really got much to run it on. I don't want it relegated. Fofana, is he not playing for Porto? 10%. Lennon Miller, Sudakov, these guys, not really reliable right now, are they?
Not really, no.
Guilherme against Braga off the bench. I might just put a team in case it can squeak a promotion, but Yuksik, yeah, I think I was banking on Yuksik playing. Is he not in for Fener? What do they think they're doing in midfield? Kante and Guendouzi. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. And yeah, Fofana. I don't mind picking the Fofana because he's been off the bench a bunch. And then the final play, we're looking at a sub-striker, either a Borja, who's playing... No, I'm not doing Borja. Oh, no, Seko's playing Trubin. Yeah, if I care about that. Yeah, maybe I go Guilherme. It's basically 50-50. These teams aren't really going to do anything. I don't want to stress it too much, but put Nenny. I kind of wanted these strikers to play, ultimately. I guess. Yeah, I don't even know how I'd bloody captain. Like a minging team. Just captain Trubin. Sneak a promotion. Yeah, probably isn't going to happen, but I feel bad to not play the team. Maybe I should play unlimited. Yeah, let's do that. Let's play it unlimited.
Limit it up. Limited
it
up.
Because I've only got D3s outside of that D1, so can we get promoted into D2? Yeah, that's not a bad little thing. I'm not playing my Kante now all of a sudden. Do I care about that? I think I might. Let's check those rares out. Where could Kante have went? This isn't the team, is it? Froholt. I thought I dropped him for somebody else. Did I not? No, I didn't. Musa Yao. Did I not play Musa Yao? I've kept Froholt in. Oh, no, that was the limited team, I think, wasn't it? Musa Yao. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm losing my marbles. Apologies, everyone. You think Bednarek's playing? Oh, don't do this to me. Why do you think Bednarek's playing?
Where's that come from?
Where has that come from? Fofana won't start? Yeah, he's coming off the bench, and I can imagine it being a handful. And then Musaba Nene. Nene. Yeah, tell me, Jan, why you think Bednarek is okay. Medic said today. Oh, brilliant. We've got to be a bit of time to catch this, I think, with the later deadline, but where would Bednarek fit? No, he would probably be in limited D1. Anyone from here? No. Okay. Let's get Bednarek in here then. I don't mind that. And then is there a classic? Yeah, Kante. I could use Kante again in this team. Kante over Musa Yao or Fadinger. Doesn't seem amazing. But let's just do it. Captain Fadinger. And then I've got, that midfielder spot now freed up. Oh, yeah, this feels a bit better. And yeah, I wouldn't mind playing that in D2 rare. I think Yao could have a wee okay shift. There we go. I'm just about cleaning myself up here. There we go. Trubin. I'm probably going to go Jadon Oosterwolde at rare just for an easy life. Musa Yao. And then we've got Musaba. And Nene. I'm actually going to be anti-Quinny here and just make sure I get some bonuses in.
Anti-Quinny.
Yeah, just actually bonus up this team. Davison for the other one. Awesome, we're just about getting there. P2's amazing. Yeah, I'm looking at that guy as well, but I think his price is kind of hard entry point for me. Can I still do a D3? Yeah, we've got McCracken, we've got the Oosterwolde, we have a midfielder now. No, we don't, but we're down to the whole Fofana thing again, so it's just fine for this team. Fofana, Borja Sainz, or Icardi. Ooh, off the bench for both of them. Harry, who are you taking?
Probably Icardi. Seems like a game you could just score a tap in or something.
Yeah, he likes that big game goal, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe just throw Guilherme at this. Captain McCracken, since we've not captained the keeper. You crafted the pizzas today, Rude. Well done. That's a good shout. Good pull, I should say, sorry. So yeah, I've got my Sociedad boys all lined up. Hopefully no DNPs. I'm hoping the return of Yangel Herrera is a good omen. Harry, I bought the little 16-year-old wonder kid at Gladbach.
Yeah.
Recently, because I've crafted 2 Gladbach cards, so it just made a wee bit of sense to get them.
Nice.
But the top team, the Cardoso, I paid for that, right? But see, having this classic Van der Voort in a team of rewards in an in-season competition feels pretty fun. It gets me going, I can't lie. So I'm quite happy with my Bundesliga setup. The third team is a bit of a whatever, really, but the other 2 are cool. I'm up to 3 teams in MLS, Harry. A D-Gent and a Fire Maxi Morales, which isn't appearing on screen right now. There he is.
Oh, wow. You got a couple of specials there, yeah?
Yeah, so that's my team 1, which I'm quite happy with. Will it show up on this page now that we've went back? Please? Yes, it does. Team 2 is kind of okay with the Werner leading it. I've got a safe midfield and a okay defender. And then the third team, I've got a Sean John that's not at max level to take the rest of the guys out for a bit of XP hunting. So that's all this team could really do, unless it was a wild outside shot at streaking. But there you go. Challenger teams I've just kind of built with you all. I'm not really going to move away from that. Team 1 is the first team. The bomb squad is the second team that I built. And the rest of them, as you've all just gathered there, it's a wee bit of just making lemonade out of the situation. I've got my little throwaway contender team with John Duran, McKenna, these guys. So hopefully they do all right. Jesus, Funky Cold Medina, loving life in Mexico. Champ, have I got anything to fix here? Miguel Gutierrez is maybe not going to play, so I maybe need to deal with that. Got 1 D1, which I've went Rafinha, Saganikov up front. Rom and
Nice.
Galland in defence. And then the midfield, I've just tried to tidy it up a bit with Baku and Baumgartner, just Leipzig style. Camavinga not want to play for that team anymore. Ferran Torres iffy for that team now as well. Look at this team, Harry. This is a team of all ex-Sociedad players.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Just why not? Am I going to change this much? I say the Miguel Gutierrez, I wouldn't mind changing. I don't really know if there's a standout candidate here. Maybe Mercedes Jens. Oh, actually, I never give Manu Sanchez a good game. Let's give him a good game here.
He deserves it.
Yeah, he's a good player. I never give him a good game. Let's give him a good game. And Nkunku is a bench play anyway, D3. This is D3, so I don't really care too much. Limited. Yeah, Camavinga is in D2. Yeah, is there anyone else that can take his place easily? I'm not sure there is, by the way. I'll buy in a share. There we go. Plug him in.
Nice.
And then Ferran. We know it's meant to be Lewandowski, so Stoker. Why not? Just stick him in. Clean up some teams there. And I think the All-Star ones I got quite excited about. I've got a nice under 23, I think, as well, Harry. Yeah, under 23. I've got Inamura, Arnaud Martinez, Danny Leva. I don't know if you've seen his scores in Mexico, by the way, but he's happening.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of peaks. Looks good.
Yeah, Alberto Moliero, Javi Guerra. I'm just thinking about PSV defender, Gasarowski. I'm not sure if I've even used him. Let me put him in under 23. But Mika Marmal's in my top team. With Jimmy Madranda, Wanizek, Nakamura, Barco, Forsberg.
That's really nice.
Yeah, and the Madranda's maybe a bit dodgy because it's like Colombian crap. Is that Gasarowski into play? Why is that? Oh, we're at the deadline. Damn it. I better not have glitched my team out. For All-Star.
Shouldn't have, should have. You didn't click save. Yeah.
Oh, I've missed out on the PSV boy, but I'm not bothered. The rest of these teams are alright. I've got a giveaway team with the giveaway Messi running.
Ooh,
it's basically an NYC stack, but with Messi leading it. So somebody donated a Messi to me, Harry, for giveaway, and what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm going to like run it until the World Cup for giveaway rewards, and then I'll give it away for the World Cup.
Nice.
So been meaning to do it for a few weeks. I think it's been in my gallery for a month. It's not been used.
I was going to say, it's a fucking expensive card.
Yeah, so get it out there and get it used. I've got a nice wee Celtic Bad Batch team here too. I've got a New York Bad Batch team as well.
Love that.
Yeah, so I've got all the collection stuff happening everywhere. Full NYC 7-a-side. I've got a Seattle midfield and blah, blah, blah. Lots of cool stuff. Lots of fun teams.
Yeah, excited. Big weekend. I mean, the only things that have actually closed is, Challenger. Regions. No, not even Challenger. Eredivisie and obviously the classics.
Yeah, All-Star, U23, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but no big fancy streaks for me. A few D1s and hopefully some MLS memories to be made. Hopefully, finally we get off the mark and start streaking up. Thanks to everyone that's tuned in. It's been an absolute pleasure, Harry, as always. Good luck this weekend.
Yeah, massive good luck to you this weekend, mate, and everyone watching. It's been a good one.
Good luck, and we'll see you soon. I always struggle with when we'll see them again. We'll see you again next Friday, obviously, but I'm sure we'll see you before then. It's somewhere at some point. Take care, everyone. Have a good weekend. Hope you hit the like button to get your luck locked in. And have a great weekend, everyone.
All the best, lads.
MFL Meta Football League is a football manager